Okay. Oh. Luffy, why do you always start to do fuck shit as soon as I turn the camera on? Never mind. She actually sat the fuck down. My bad. Hey, my bad. Okay. My phone is charged. My mic is charged. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. I swear to God, if I get interrupted, or if somebody calls me, or if anything dies, I will blow my fucking brain. I won't because I don't want a gun. But if I did, that would be everybody's problem. Anyway, I can't even. I am so mad. I'm so angry. I have Wolfie. What is the problem? Also, I put collars on my cats like a week ago, and they adjusted very well to them actually, and it didn't take very long. But they do. It doesn't have like a bell. It just has like their like the tag, and then a little crystal that I put on there because it's cute. So there will be some jingling and some jangling in the house tonight. Um. Anyway, so I'm pissed, and I don't really know why, and I should probably start scripting these, but hey man, fire sign core. Sometimes you just do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Also, I have recorded, like, do you have something to say? Do you, do you have anything to say? Was she silent or was she silenced? Anyway, I have recorded four, four of these fucking videos over the past week. And the first two, the audio was horrendous. And I literally couldn't, like, it would be a crime if I uploaded those. And then the third one I filmed a few nights ago and got interrupted by a phone call. And then, and then the fourth one was last night. And all of my shit died. So, so maybe I should start planning these out after this one. I'll do it after this one. It's fine. Also, also, my one of my dear close personal friends called me the other day, and we're long distance. He lives in LA, love him dearly. He was talking to me about the show, and he was like he was like, yeah, I watch your videos, I love you, I think they're hilarious, like keep doing what you're doing. But he like mentioned that I look like I quote unquote just woke up, and I was like, oh my god, no, which is fine because that's kind of the point. Like, I do like there's supposed to be a sense of comfort to these videos and like their video diaries. Like, I'm not gonna walk up in a fucking suit or a ball gown or anything, but I don't know if I love looking like I just woke up. So once again, let's bring it back. Maybe I should start planning these out. Anyway, that being said, I put some more effort into the way that I look today. Mog. Oh, it's so funny because I don't talk like that. Anyway, so I have my cute little I have my lounge set on, and am I looking a little sultry today? Perhaps. Did I do that on purpose? No. And that's the biggest flex is that I low key just wear this around the house. And when I was recording those videos months ago, I was before I got these lounge sets. And I wear lounge sets around my house. House. This is a studio apartment in downtown Portland. I can see my neighbors can see me. Most of the time they're naked though. So Just saying. Someone's putting in more effort than the others. And honestly, debatable on which is which. Regardless, so I am mad, and I don't really know why because I don't really have anything to be mad about. I love my life. Oh look, you can see my microphone that I bought because I'm an adult and I take this seriously. I'm gonna turn that around because it's actually really distracting. Anyway, I can't focus. I can't focus. I can't think. I'm supposed to be mad. Okay. Straighten my back. Pop my neck. Center in. Okay. I can't do it. I'm very angry. Like, not angry. I'm just irritable, annoyed. I have to sneeze. Um, Irritable, very annoyed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But there's just like a lot that's been happening. And so let me break that down. So maybe don't cover your mouth when you speak. I'm gonna make this fast because I've explained this. As I mentioned, I've made 4 of these that didn't make the cut. I One of them I made before I saw. Stay with me. Before I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then the rest of them were made after I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't play about superheroes, and that includes Spider-Man, obviously. But everyone fucks with Spider-Man, and that's the point, and that's a good thing. And I would never criticize anybody for that because you have good taste. And I don't immediately trust you because I know personally, I know evil people that I don't know anymore, but I know evil people, new evil people that thought that Parker would fuck with them. Peter Parker would not get within a 150-foot radius of you, bitch. You are evil. Peter Parker would sense your bad vibes from continents away. That is not your bro. That is not your dog. That's my bro. That's my dog. That's reserved for the homies that are pure of heart. Okay? Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Anyway, so I don't play when it comes to superheroes. Everyone that I've ever fucking met knows that. Maybe not off the bat, because I try not to get all fucking weird at first, but it comes out pretty quickly. I love superheroes. I love them so much. They have raised me. My mother was a hardcore DC fan. She ride. She would ride for Superman, bro. And that's a bit of a debate, and I understand that, and that's okay. Actually, I was gonna say let's not fight in the comments, but I think that'd be good for engagements. So let's fight in the comments. That's fine. It's fine. I'll read all of them. I'm not gonna. Anyway, so that was like my basis growing up. She was a DC girl, and I didn't. I didn't touch Marvel at all until my senior year of high school. And so you might be thinking, Anissa, how dare you say that you fuck with superheroes so much and you love them so much, blah blah blah, and you didn't even watch a single Marvel movie until 2020 or 2019. Whoa there. Let's hold the judgment. Superheroes are for all. And when you find love, you run with it. It is all consuming. So let's calm down, okay? Anyway, love that shit. Was raised with it. Moon Knight, Nightwing. I love Teen Titans so much, and I always have. And that's some shit. I'm not talking about Marvel. Hey, that's a big piece of the superhero puzzle, but I'm not talking about Marvel right now. I'm talking about DC, but specifically the Teen Titans. I have loved the Teen Titans since prehistoric times. If I could. Honestly, yeah, there's probably some fucking caveman scribe prophecy of me loving Teen Titans in fucking one bajillion BC. I don't know. But I have, and I mean that. And I have so many comic books, and I think I'm going to be Starfire for Halloween this year. And I was Raven. I made my entire friend group dress up as the Teen Titans for Halloween in 2021 because I finally had a four-person friend group. Technically, we needed five. We needed to have a cyborg, but we were working with what we had, and it was great. We did good. We didn't do shit that Halloween, but it's fine. We looked good. We did not look good. We look like we just like rummaged through our parents' closets for costumes, and then I dyed my hair purple, and I called it a day. So I did make a jacket for that. I did make a jacket. I took like my favorite windbreaker, and I fucking drew all over it and like sewed some shit onto it to look like Raven's jacket. Regardless, I think it's interesting though that back then I really thought that I was like super raven coded and like sad and moody and weird and shit, and now I'm really coming into myself. Starfire till I die. Starfire till I die. I actually have no choice, but if I did have a choice, stay with me. If I did have a choice, I would want to be Robin. I've always wanted to be Robin, and it hurts me every single day that I can't be Robin, and that if I were ever to be a Robin, and let me clarify, I'm talking about Dick Grayson. I'm not talking about all the Robins in general. I'm specifically talking about Dick Grayson, who eventually turns into Nightwing. Okay? Do not quote me on the Bible. I was there when it was written. I was not, but you get the point. I always wanted to be Robin, and I really admire his attributes. And he's genuinely just sick as fuck. He's just like, I know that there are nerd geek losers, and I mean it in the nicest way. I know that they're out there in the world who will like combat you with hard logistics, facts, evidence, even down to like sciences of what Dick Grayson has done and who he is and like whatever the fuck, and like has broken down his personality because that's what superfans do, and that's okay. But to sum it all up, he's sick as fuck. He's just dope as hell, and I love that guy. And I've always wanted to be like him, but people don't take me seriously. They really don't. And in my brain, I'm super serious. I'm a super chill, serious guy. There was a motorcycle gang outside just now. There were at least 6 motorcycles that just drove by my apartment. Don't know if you heard that, but I had to pause. Anyway, yeah, people don't take me seriously. That makes me very sad, which leads me back to the point of why I was mad. It all comes together. It all comes back around. I am so angry. Well, part of the reason why I'm angry for a lot of reasons. And I think it's a little concerning, and I should do something about that, like work out or something, but it doesn't matter. I'm angry because people don't take me seriously. And it's the little things, it's the small things. Nobody's like actively disrespecting me or I don't know, like pushing and poking and like doubting me. Like I have the floor if I want it, but not really. And that makes me furious, but also deeply saddened. um, and it's like it's strange to understand that about people now that I want to be taken seriously because back, I don't know, way back when, I was very small and meek and I did not step into any kind of confidence and I had no self esteem and just like was really comfortable hiding behind other people. And like when it came to my career and projects and my love life and like any single thing ever, except for my family. I did really step up for that. But I'm talking about like friends and coworkers and shit. Um, it sucks to realize that because now I know, at least partially, I know what kind of power that I have. And this is gonna start sounding like a TED talk soon. Fuck it. Whatever. I know the kind of power that I have and the authority that I have and the intelligence that I have, like the genuine and general wisdom that I hold in my brain. And the issue is that it's in there. And it's just fucking because I also believe I have ADHD, and that is a different problem. But regardless of that, as smart and as fucking authoritative that I am in my brain, does not translate when it comes out of my fucking mouth. Does not translate when it comes out of my mouth. I sound like this. I sound like a fucking silly little silly little girl who says too many curse words. And no one gives a fuck. Nobody cares. No one wants my ideas. And even if I do share my ideas, people will shoot them down and then be confused as to why I don't fucking speak up or why I don't give a fuck about your project. Because when I tried to help you, when I tried to give you advice, when I tried to say what I thought, you shut it the fuck down. And I said, okay, literally fucking okay, moving on. I'm moving on. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I thought was a good idea, or I'm gonna leave you to it. Do that. Do the thing that you want to do so bad. Make the choices that you want to make so bad. Have fun. I'll be over here doing this, getting my feelings out on camera, and then uploading it into the internet. So that's been really making me mad. Specifically being interrupted. I cannot fucking stand being interrupted. Oh, I'm gonna start hitting people soon. and I mean that. Dead ass. In a case of law, in a court of law, I do not mean that. My ass is not dead. Officer, Your Honor, she literally didn't fucking mean it. She was literally just joking around. She was exaggerating. But outside of a court of law, I fucking mean it. So that was me grasping on to a few more fucks so that I don't freak out. It's in the little things. It's in just like the little subtle hints of fucking disrespect. And let me give you an example. Well, that's actually a bit of an issue because all the examples that I have are with people who could watch these. Do I have a neutral example? No, I don't. So, fuck it. Let's say, for example, I'm in the car with my friends and we're all silly, haha, singing, dancing, getting food, traveling, whatever. I'm having a great time. And somebody asks me, oh, actually, yeah. Let's say we're in the car singing, dancing, giggling, whatever. We decide to go get food. Then, we ask the car, where do you guys want to eat? Where should we go? What are you guys feeling? And I speak up first. Um, and I say, oh, I want to go to Wendy's. Fucking love Wendy's. This is just an example. My friends don't like Wendy's, and I know that, and it's fine. I said, I want to go to Wendy's. Before I can even fucking finish saying, oh, I want to go to what, someone goes, oh my god, let's fucking do da 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 da. I know. I know that it's small. And I know that, when excitements are high, when spirits are high, people just talk, people just go. I also think a lot of my friends have something going on up there. But it's the fact that it's the double down also fact that nobody fucking regards what I just said. Nobody, like, because you can say like if you get excited about something and you have an idea and you just like blurt it out. I obviously do that shit all the time. You're watching me do it. But it's the fact that if I say, oh, let's go to when, and then they cut me off, and then the entire rest of the group goes, oh my god, yeah, let's go to blah blah blah, or like, oh, where is it? Like, I have you been there? I've never been. Is it good? What do they have? And nobody reverts back to what I just fucking said. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm actually gonna shut the fuck up. And maybe you're thinking, Anissa, that's really bratty. You sound like a brat. And who set that system up? And who set that system up? Not me. Not fucking me. I was just answering the fucking question. But everyone's okay stepping on me. And maybe it would be different if this didn't happen all the fucking time, but it does. So yes, I am mad. So now I'm mad. Now I'm pissed off, and I'm gonna be bratty. Yeah. 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 I'm gonna be a bitch. Yeah. And it's everyone's problem now. Actually, that's the other thing is that it's not like it's low key not everyone's problem. I just need to just wear socks when I do this, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna put socks on my bed, bro. Anyway, it is not everybody's problem because I'm actually really fucking chill, like really chill, and I'm gonna get my feelings hurt, and I'm gonna be butthurt for about 30 minutes, and then probably move on, probably get past it until I get here, and I'm really, really angry, and everyone's pissing me off. So that's been lovely, truly, honestly awesome. And like shit at work, and like people just cut me off all the time, and I can't stand it. Okay, I've been talking about this for long enough. So anyway, that's been making me very upset. And now the issue is I have to have boundaries. Dun dun dun. No, no, please, no, please. Terrifying. And I have all this talk about how I'm so smart and I'm so intelligent and I get shit done because I do and I am. But when it comes to when it comes to speaking up for myself, I am not quite there yet. And it sucks because my friends who genuinely love and support me so dearly see that they see when other people do it. They see when I don't speak up for myself in arguably larger situations where I probably should be speaking up for myself, but they cannot clock it within themselves. And unfortunately, I've been watching a lot of Leo Skeppy. I've been watching a lot of Leo Skeppy recently. So I'm trying. And if you don't know Leo Skeppy, then you are under a rock. And I know he like had something controversial kind of happen at one point, or maybe people just didn't like how like direct he was. I don't know. It's dumb. But he has really like okay, let me actually break this down. Something happened a few months ago, like 2 months ago, and it sent me in a spiral and down a path of grievance and rage. And did you hear that? Did you literally hear me just crack my knuckles? Because I was sick. Great timing. Bella, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. uh, anyway, he uses his platform to like give advice and guide people and share his thoughts, which is kind of what I'm doing, but not really. I really just vent and hope to be like relatable, whatever. But he has taught in the 2 months that I've been watching him like pretty seriously because like I've seen a few clips here and there, but like I didn't really, I don't know. And it's funny because I didn't really need it at the time. Not that I didn't need it, but like it wasn't at the forefront of my mind. And then as soon as I start realizing that I am not using my power to the fullest potential, there he is on my For You page, on my fucking YouTube homepage, on my fucking Instagram, whatever. I'm like, oh, let me check this guy out. Holy shit. Holy shit. Um, Low key, that man has gotten me through some shit. Has gotten me through low key. I don't want to call it a breakup because that sounds really romantic, but a breakup. um, like a friend breakup, which is arguably worse. And quite a complicated friend breakup at that, which once again has happened before. I have lost many a people, but this one in particular was devastating. Oh my god, it was fucking awful. And I'm just now getting to the other side of that, which is nice because I can feel myself growing and learning from my mistakes. But it was very difficult to wrap my head around. So watching Leo, he genuinely, and like, I think, okay, I think his advice, or the way that he presents his advice, works for a specific kind of person. Not that I don't think it would be what? Not that I don't think it would be helpful for the general public, but not a lot of people can handle tough love. Actually, that's not true. Not enough. Yeah, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be, and I pride myself on this, unfortunately. Actually, why did I say unfortunately? It's not unfortunate to pride yourself on something if it's not fucking hurting anybody. Whatever. I pride myself on being pretty tough. I think I'm a pretty tough cookie, if you'd say. And if you knew me, and if you knew any single thing that I've ever been through, pretty tough fucking cookie right here. I can take some tough love. I can take advice. I can take a very big, strong, bald Albanian man telling me to get my shit together. And it worked. And it worked. And period. And thank you. Yeah, he just really talks a lot about self respect and knowing your worth and finding your worth and then knowing what to do with said worth and how to bring that into like everyday life, which I'm getting there. I'm trying to stand on business, and I have once in the past 2 months, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But he he really opened my eyes to what exactly I'm missing in life. And I think it will help and it will get me real far. Because, as I just said, real smart, real cool, super chill guy. Uh, but I lack, or have been lacking, self respect and genuinely knowing when to put my foot down and willing when to tell people to like shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. And knowing when to walk out of rooms and knowing how to sell myself, low key. I don't know. But it's been really helpful and he's made me feel a lot better about losing people and finding myself in the process and coming out better for it. Um, and it's been complicated and it's been very hard. And I just recently, like a few days ago, had to do like the whole thing where I clear out my apartment of a bunch of shit from this friend breakup and donate it or get rid of it or like take a bunch of pictures down, whatever. And that was difficult, but also not really. And here's the other thing. Here's the part that kind of gets me. I have always been quick with it. I've always been quick with it. Um, Losses, and I'm talking like not necessarily like people, well, a little bit, but like losses in like, oh, I lost the talent show when I was a child. Oh, I failed a test. Oh, I fucking lost a friend. Like whatever. Lost a boyfriend, lost a friend, literally whatever. Oh, this person doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Oh, this person blocked me. Oh, whatever. Like I got yelled at by my parents. Okay. Like I've always been like a all right type of bitch. And that's been very helpful. It's been really helpful for a lot of my life, although it does make people feel insane. And I will attest to that because they've told me that. Um, it does make people feel like I literally never gave a fuck about anything. No, 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 no. That's not true. That's not true. And I'm here to tell you that's false and you're wrong. I care so much and I care so deeply. And I continuously give people the benefit of the doubt over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then God strikes me down with lightning, and I go, oh my God, they were evil! They were evil the whole fucking time. Yeah, they were. Yeah. Yeah, actually, they were. And then I get over it. And I'm like, oh, well, now that that's out of the way, I can't slap my hands together because I'm holding the thing. But this is me, like, metaphorically wiping my hands of that situation, if you will, and moving the fuck on. And normally that does, and if you're a therapist, you will immediately clock that that does, in fact, get to me a few months later. Like, I do usually circle back to those emotions later, but it's almost never, ever, at least in my 24 years of living, there's almost never been as drastic as if, like, if I were to respond in the moment. Like, if I were to grieve and, or like freak the fuck out and like genuinely crash out and start throwing shit and calling people and like crashing out, it's almost never that bad. When I circle back to those emotions in like 2, 3 months later, it is from a state of reflection. It is from a state of, okay, I've been distracting myself with work or partying or projects, hobbies, whatever. It's time to think about this. It's time to like jot this down in my journal or make a fucking video diary and never upload it. Um, like whatever. And then I can see it in hindsight and I can see it with the wisdom that I have after a few months. And sometimes it's tougher, depends on the situation, but like it's cool. It's cool. I got that. And that is going to be on Aries Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Capricorn Rising, Capricorn Venus. Okay? I'm all earth and fire. Okay? Okay? Do you get it? Do you fucking understand? No, I don't think they do. And maybe they will one day. Anyway, what else do I want to tell you? Um, that being said, though I have always been pretty quick with the grieving process or like the emotional aspect of living and losing and loving and laughing, um, it does make me reflect on change and how I've changed and how I've watched other people change. And once again, I'm only 24, so I haven't seen that much of the world yet, and I have many, 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 many more things to learn. But I've seen enough. I've seen enough in my 24 years of living, arguably more than the average person. Arguably more than the average 24-year-old. And maybe that's a bit of a ballsy thing to say because people have their own experiences, but I swear to God, I have never met another person that has experienced. That's not true. That's not true. I've definitely met a few other people, and I'm very good friends with them. But I haven't met that many fucking people that have gone through some like actually genuinely crazy shit that you don't really realize is genuinely crazy. Like you should be in the psych ward crazy. I don't know, man. That being said, recently, and we're gonna come back to this. Recently, with this friend breakup that I had a few months ago, I I was sitting here and I was like, holy shit, this person changed like that. That wasn't a good snap. Like that. That's better. Um, but not really. And that's the embarrassing part. Is that not really? This person has always kind of been like that, but I love so hard and so blindly and so loyally uh, that I was in denial. The issue is that I saw it, I knew it was happening. There was evidence, 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 evidence right in front of me the entire time. And I ignored it. I ignored all of it because I'm special, because I'm different, because even though they could lie to everybody else and manipulate everybody else to get what they want, they would never do that to me. I would never be part of that. Right. Right. Okay. Okay, yeah. Now keep up with that. Let's see how long that'll keep up. I'm gonna tell you right now, that kept up for about 2 years. That kept up for about 2 years of me being in active denial. And it was very difficult to watch, because that's what people have told me. Like, after this person and I were no longer really friends, and people started to literally come up to me and be like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad that you're finally done with this, because it's been so difficult to watch." First person, and I was like, "Oh, oh, oh, okay, okay, yeah, no, that's okay, yeah, let's okay." I actually didn't need to hear that, but also yes, I did, because that's important. And as embarrassing as it is, and as, like, genuinely as shameful as I am to know that I've given this person an endless amount of chances to change for the better, and they still couldn't do it, or they couldn't do it right, or they couldn't do it well enough. Because hey, listen, like, there are some things that you do need to change, like that. Like, if you are actually on a bad path and you're making horrible fucking decisions that are affecting other people negatively, you need to flip that fucking switch right now, or else, like, you're done, you're cut. There are other things that are more so tweaks, just like, I don't know, changing the oil in the car to make it run faster. Like, there are things that I can give some grace to. I can, like, give, a buffer period to make said adjustments. This was not the case. This was not the case for this person. No, 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 no. And even still, in, like, the low key, like, goodbye combo that we had, they still couldn't wrap their head around the fact that they were not being very good. And unfortunately, I can't hang out with people who aren't very good, which is devastating and heartbreaking. And I'm actually currently staring at the hole in my wall where our photos used to be that I took down. And I haven't replaced it with anything, and I haven't, like, shifted the photos over to fix it or to make it look even. So it's just a hole. It's just a hole in the wall, and I am playing with my fucking foot right now because I don't have a stress toy. I should buy one. I really want a Nido. Yeah. And my friend and I have been searching for Nidos at Target, like, for the past fucking, like, 4 months at this point. We'll go to Target on, like, a shopping day and, like, ask them, like, "Hey, do you guys have Nidos?" And they're like, "Yeah, like, we usually keep them up at customer service," which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. So we go to customer service, and then customer service is like, sorry, just sold out this morning." I'm like, oh my fucking god, bro. Like, what the fuck do you mean, bro? Like, what the fuck, dude? You're pissing me off. Whatever, I'll find a Nito one day. I'm gonna get one for me and her, and we're gonna have matching Nitos. And I'm thrilled. And I'm excited, and then you guys are gonna watch me squish my little Nito on these fucking video diaries so that I don't get so stressed out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, change is brutal and necessary, but brutal. And reflecting on that with other people, and understanding that not everybody is going to change in the quote unquote right direction, or at least in a direction that aligns with me and where my life is going and who I'm choosing to be. Devastating, heartbreaking, gut wrenching. Don't ever want to fucking do it again. Know that I will have to do it again. Whatever. That's life. That's life. It's fine. I'll figure it out. But you know what is a nicer thing for me to look at, though? Through all of the depths, through all of the pits of hell and depths of despair, do you have anything to say? Didn't think so. um, is that I can look at the changes in myself because actually I'm very proud of who I am. I'm very proud of who I've become and what I've learned and who I'm growing into. And she's now gonna flash you with her butt, with her little fucking butt. I can look at the changes in myself and reflect and be like, damn, low key come a long way, man. Low key ate that shit the fuck up. Took my trials and tribulations, fucking put them on a cutting board, diced them up, sauteed them, put some olive oil in there, butter, your choosing, put some fucking heavy whipping cream on that bitch, in that bitch, cooked it all up, and then put some chicken in it or some lamb. I've been really into lamb recently. Put some lamb into it, get all those flavors mixing together, ate it up, chewed it up, spit it out. Okay? What am I talking about? Literally, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. I'm kind of brain dead. But I am so dedicated to recording this fucking video and uploading it because it's important to me. Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's been really nice. And I think I was having a conversation today at work actually where my coworkers and I were talking about who we were in high school or like how if we I don't remember how we started because one of my coworkers used to be a cheerleader and I need water. You know, the first thing that comes into your brain is like, oh, she was so popular and she was really cool and she was like dating a jock and blah blah blah. No, wrong. She was heavily bullied for being a cheerleader. She grew up in a small town where it was not cool to be a fucking cheerleader. They thought you were annoying and dumb and they would throw food at you in the cafeteria. And I thought, okay, wow, what a different wow, my perspective has changed. Oh wow, I've learned something. Cool, whatever. And so that like spiraled into who we were, like who all of us were in high school and like how we are now, like if it fits our personality now. But they were very persistent. Like all of them were so persistent on being like, no, 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 Anissa was popular. Like I know Anissa was popular in high school. And I'm like, what? No. And so I literally texted one of my friends from high school and I was like, hey, random question, do you think I was popular in high school? And they go, yeah. I was like, fucking huh? Literally fucking what? Like I would not classify myself as quote unquote popular in high school. I was friendly, I was cool, I was in a lot of clubs, I did a lot of sports. I got mediocre grades and graduated with like a fucking 3.0. Like I was not balling on some shit. Like I didn't like go to crazy fucking I went to a few parties. I went to a few parties, but it wasn't like I didn't like know the host personally or like they weren't like I don't know, like it just wasn't like your typical popular high school experience. I and it always comes back to superheroes. I would consider myself and a few other people that I know or that I knew from high school. We were all part of the same friend group. I would consider myself on some Peter Parker shit, bro. Low key on some Peter Parker shit. Not in the way that he was like bullied or like no. How would I describe that? Because I wasn't like super bullied. I was kind of bullied because I was black. I'm still black. Surprise. And I'm a girl. Surprise. And because I just always dated the wrong fucking guys. Anyway, so like I got like mildly bullied, but not anywhere close to like some people's genuine traumatic stories of being bullied in high school. I did not experience that. I do not claim to. Nobody was like genuinely ruining my character or making me want to fucking KMS. Um, there were other things doing that. It had nothing to do with school. But I was on like some friendly neighborhood shit. I was a friendly nerd. I was a really, really friendly nerd. I did, I was in hella sports. I did, oh my god, what did I do? I did softball, baseball, tennis, volleyball, swim. I was manager of the wrestling team. I think those are all the sports that I did. and then hockey, and then I was in a lot of clubs, and I was in student body. I was in ASB for like 1 year. I was in ASB, BSU, Black Student Union. Tried out for the hip hop team. I was a theater kid. I was in theater. I was in the school play before it got canceled by COVID. But I still rehearsed for that fucking play every single day. Um, and I was a yearbook senior editor. And I took like a few honors classes in English, not in like math or science or anything. Fuck that. Um, and I was a TA. I TA'd for maybe 3 periods of my entire senior year, which was only 5 periods. Out of my 5 classes a day in high school, my senior year, 3 of those classes were me TAing, which was fucking insane. I don't know how I got away with that. And the other class was English, and my AM class was student body. So, and that is how I got honor roll my senior year because I wasn't doing shit. I took all my classes over the summer because I didn't want to do shit during the school year, and I did get to leave early, and I did get to hang out with my friends, and it was awesome. Point being, I wasn't like super popular. Like all that to be said, like yes, I did a lot of extracurriculars, and I was like cool with at least one person in every single fucking friend group, like every single friend group, jocks, nerds, cheerleaders, gay people, the lesbians, the older classmen lesbians that always had a fucking crush on me, bro, and they made it weird. They made it weird. The theater kids, like guys, brother, hey, chill. The fucking like not only like the tech nerds but also like the comic geeks. No, that's reversed. Comic nerds, tech geeks. You know the thing like geek nerd or loser. I bring this up often. I'm getting so off track. Um my cat, they are on some shit right now and I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider myself popular. I was not like I don't know. I just wasn't your standard. Like I was a floater. I did win homecoming queen though. I did win homecoming queen, and I did host the prom football game. I did MC. I did MC the prom football game, and yeah. So that's probably not many points in the direction that I'm going towards. But you just have to believe me, okay? The point is change. The point is change, and kind of realizing the ebbs and flows of it because like me from high school was still very outgoing, still very friendly, still very like chipper, happy girl, even though there was some really gnarly shit going on behind closed doors. Um, and then graduated and tried to move on with my life, and I got very small and very quiet and very insecure, meek and moody, and I hated everybody and I wanted to set the world on fire, which is low key, that's girl shit. Every girl goes through that, and that's okay. And I don't blame them for anything, even if they do set the world on fire. Not their fault. And then now I'm back in a phase where no, sorry, I skipped a part. So I was very meek and moody, and then I moved into this apartment and I was very chipper and happy again. And I like felt like I was back on like similar to who I was in high school. Like I was very outgoing and very happy and like so willing to help, and I was just incredibly generous and giving with my time and with my energy, and I was making all these new friends and everything was so awesome, but I was exhausted because I was being taken advantage of by people every single day, but I didn't care because I was needed, and I loved that feeling, and I, even though it like irritated me, I loved having 12 fucking people call me in a day just to ask me to do something because I was needed, because it was nice. And then now I'm here and I find myself getting close to not meek. I'm never gonna be meek or small ever again, but getting back to like the moody, I fucking hate everybody. I'm so tired. Don't talk to me. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Don't look at me funny. I want to go home. And she exists and she's here and she's present, but she's not like now I've changed and I've grown with all those experiences in mind. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just a little burnt out. Maybe I just need to take a few days to myself. Maybe I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Maybe I need to clean my room. Maybe I need to do my laundry. Maybe I need to take a fucking shower. Maybe I need to go sit in the sun and I'll feel better. And though it's kind of worked, it's not quite there. But fortunately, I'm an adult, which means when I don't feel good, I can go party. And my best friend is coming back into town in a few days, which means that I'm gonna go party. I'm gonna go party. So that's lovely, and I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I don't know. And it sucks to watch people change in an opposite direction of you. And it's difficult because part of me will always remember them as this is going to sound kind of fucked up. Part of me will always remember them as who I wanted them to be and who I was hoping they would become. And like, I know that's not how people work and that's not how growth works. Like, I know that that's kind of wrong, but that's the way that I feel. And I wish that I could just keep them in a little bubble and everything would be perfect and fine and cool, but that's not true. And I have to accept that, and I have to accept that none of us are the same that we used to be. People change every single day. People make small decisions that lead to big ones. Some people make fucking huge changes. They make huge decisions on a random fucking day, and then all of a sudden, they're a different bitch now. And good, cool, so be it. Do your thing. That's your journey. This is my journey. Whatever. That does also bring a like okay, this one's actually new. Like no more reflecting and shit. This is some new shit that's coming from the reflections, yes, but nothing like I've ever experienced before. Spirituality. I've always been spiritual in some regard. I believe that my fucking mother was pagan, even though I don't have any proof. It's just a vibe, okay? Also, the fact that she had a lot of pagan books, that I have a few of them, but most of them are not here anymore. Um, but so like yeah, I was raised pretty not like explicitly or exclusively spiritual, like pagan, but there was always something. There was always like and I didn't realize it until I got older, but my this okay, crazy TMI. My mom made me bathe in my own period blood from my underwear the first time I ever got my period. We did a whole ritual for it, and then after she passed, I made my sister do it. Did I have any idea what the fuck I was doing? No. Did I have any context? No. Did I know what it was gonna do? No. I still don't fucking know. I should probably Google that. I should probably figure that out. But she was on some bullshit. And well, it's not bullshit. I actually trusted that completely. But there was always something there. So that being said, I've always been pretty spiritual. I've been reading tarot since I was like 15. My mom did tarot for me when I was little, and then I started using her deck, and I like found a way for myself. And like little kid shit. Like I'm now gonna go outside and I'm gonna cut a bunch of grass. I'm gonna make a soup, and I'm gonna make potions, and I'm gonna bring shit to life, like whatever the fuck. And period, because it was fun, and I don't regret it. But now, with all that in mind, and I did like a huge in like 2020, 2021 and to 22 for like those 3 years I was pretty heavily researching quote unquote baby witch shit. I don't love that term but I don't really know how else to explain it. Like beginner shit. And I got really into rocks and crystals and herbs and tools of divination. And like that's when I bought my grimoire that I still use to this day. Um, so like shit like that has always been around. But now with all this new growth and all this reflection and change and people and things leaving my life relatively rapidly, I see so much. I see so much, and it's so scary. Um, it's cool. Hey, it's cool and all. Don't get me wrong, but holy shit, is it scary. I have never been, funnily enough, with all of this shit that I just told you about, how I've been raised with all this, I'm a textbook kind of girl. I read my tarot cards off of the Rider Waite textbook of what those cards are supposed to mean and how they interact in the story that is told. I've never been very tapped into my intuition. And maybe I was when I was a kid, but I don't really remember. I've never been really locked into that. But now, all of a sudden, okay, and for the skeptics, get the fuck away from get the fuck away from me. If you're gonna rain on my parade, this is my fucking show. I don't care. I have been getting I have been getting some crazy fucking migraines. And they're kind of constant. I low key do have one right now, but like they get more intense throughout the day. And if I'm obviously, body shit, like if I'm not eating and drinking and like taking care of myself, then yes, they will get worse. But there's just like a constant and it is so painful. But I don't usually get that. I'm not a headache person. I just don't have a lot of like illness shit. Like I'm not like a tummy ache girl. I don't have like I don't know. I don't get headaches. I don't really get tummy aches. I don't get like nauseous. Like I'm not like allergic to dairy or anything. Sorry to everybody who is. Bella. But um I've usually been good. So the fact that I'm getting these headaches and it's been consistent, like it has been from almost the moment, like about 2 months ago when this big thing happened. As soon as that was pretty out of my life, I all of a sudden start getting these fucking headaches, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, like this fucking hurts. I'm annoyed because it won't go away. And even my friends were like, dude, like what's happening with you? Like you don't usually have health related shit. I'm like, yeah, I know. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing things. I'm connecting dots. I'm dreaming. Oh my god, that is such a big one. I don't dream. I don't dream. It's a problem, and it makes me so sad. And I've always, oh my god, I'm getting excited, and the headache is getting worse. I used to always say, like, I genuinely believe this. I used to always say that I don't dream, or I know that everybody dreams. I don't remember my dreams, or I can't, like, recall anything because something is blocked in my psyche, because something in my spiritual pursuit is blocked off. Like, I can't touch it. And then all of a fucking sudden, when this big thing happens and I get rid of this massive boulder in my life that has unfortunately been probably holding me back for a while, I start fucking dreaming. I start fucking dreaming every single night. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, I have prophetic dreams and I see the future. I don't. I don't. One step at a time, though. The fact that I'm waking up and remembering my dreams in the first place is fucking revolutionary. Holy shit. And they're dumb fucking dreams. Well, some of them are low key do wake me up in a frenzy, and I'm like, not because they're nightmares or anything, just because it's really intense in there. And then other ones are like, yeah, I had a dream that me and all my friends went to a farm. We all went to a farm and we pet some cows because that did happen in real life. And we had so much freaking fun, and then it started raining ice cream. Whatever. Literally, what the fuck ever. But the point is that I'm dreaming. Huge fucking deal. Massive fucking deal. Because now all this shit's unlocked. And I started to test it. I was like, okay, all right, this is fucking scary. What the fuck is going on? And so I started to test it. I was like, okay, well, like, if I'm really onto something here with like my spiritual psychic connection and my beliefs and my practices finally like really unlocking a new door and a new chapter for me. Let's see what I got. And so I started to guess things. I started to guess times and numbers and what the fuck happened the other day? I did something the other day with people. Oh, I was walking home from work and I started to like people. Okay, how do I describe this? I was walking home from work and there's one pretty long like main street that I walk along, but there's a lot of like corners and shops, whatever, as you go up. And so I started to guess. I was like, okay, the next person that's going to walk around that corner has a red shirt on. Sure enough, every single fucking time. This person has a red shirt. Yes. This person has a gray skirt. Yes. This person's walking with a kid. Yes. Every single time. Every single time. Same thing with the numbers. My coworker would be like, "Oh, what time is it?" And I go, 4:18. 4:18. This was kind of crazy. I obviously got my paycheck and I deposited it into my account, but I didn't really remember. Like I had like a loose idea of the amount of money that I had in my bank account. So when I deposited my check and I got the little email like, okay, we deposited your check. Before I opened my bank app, I said, I think, and I tested it. I was like, I think I'm gonna have this amount of money in my bank account, down to the cents, down to the cents. I was right. I was right, and I was like, oh, fuck, bro, fuck. Okay, all right, okay, shake it off. Don't freak out. And so that's been pretty intense, and I've been keeping up on it. I've been writing down my dreams. I've been cracking down on spell work. I've been keeping up with the phases of the moon. I've been doing some deep dives into my chart, my astrology chart, and just things that interest me because like I miss it. I really miss it, and I took it for granted in like 2020 to 2023 or 2022, and because that was all like I don't know, it just felt really. Though I was learning things and it did really help me get through some stuff, it felt like I was in school. Like I felt like I was studying. It felt like I needed to pass a test or metaphysically, like spiritually, I needed to pass a test to prove that I was worthy of this knowledge, of this practice, of this whatever the fuck, of this desire that I had to prove I was worthy of this desire that I had. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. You just kind of decide that you are. And then, you know, things fall into place. And I believe that now, which is really nice because it's much more comforting. Hello. Yeah, so I've been really on that and it's working. And I'm not gonna lie, I did deck out a lot of my shit and it feels good. I'm really down. There you go. There you go. He had some things he wanted to say. Anyway, I've been decking out my shit. I got this sick fucking leather bound. I'm looking right at it. I got this sick leather bound um, pouch thing for my like everyday tarot deck, and because I have fucking a bajillion decks and oracle decks for whatever reason. I had to find one that worked for me, man. You know, hey, trial and error. I'll donate the rest of them. I got this sick pouch for my deck. I got obviously got my cat's collars, my familiars, if you will, and I do truly believe that, especially not just because they're like black cats and they look cool, though that is a good point. They do look cool, but they are specifically my boy cat Galley. He I don't know what it is. He and like my friends can attest to this. When they come over for readings, or just when they're present for one of my readings, he will not leave my fucking cards alone. And sometimes he'll just sit with me and he'll kind of do what he's doing right now. But I mean, he does it all the time. But he'll like come up on the bed or like on the table or like wherever the spread is and just like sit and watch and like genuinely look. And then I'll flip a card and he'll look back up at me to like to look at me and then look back down. And like it's not because I'm like moving my hands or he thinks that this is a game or a toy. Like he sat, he's good. Sometimes when I'm doing the reading, and because I shuffle. I like shuffle and I let things fall out. I don't do the whole spread and I pick some, though I'm trying to get into doing that, even though I really like shuffling and I think it works for me. But I just want the knowledge of knowing the other kinds of ways to do things and tap into some intuition. Um, when I'm shuffling and I like let the cards fall out and I put the deck down and I think like, okay, like that's enough, I'm done. No. Sometimes Gally will just come over, like he'll come around the deck and he'll sit next to me for a second and he'll start pawing at the rest of the deck that didn't fall out. And then sure enough, when I'm like, all right, like let's see. And it's either the first card on top of the deck that flows in perfectly with the rest of the spread that makes way more sense in the reading or that like ties the fucking story together, or I reshuffle and then another major card that is really helpful falls out. And I'm like, damn, you my dog for real, bro. Mm-mm. He did not like that. Yeah, so familiars and shit, and I cracked open my grimoire for the first time in a bajillion years and like reread it and was like, oh, I did a lot of this research already. I don't need to redo it because I wrote it all down. And I've been reading and just like trying to be okay with the amount of growth that I've encountered, that I've endured, and that I'm lucky to have. I'm lucky to have growth. I'm grateful to have growth, even though it's a little uncomfortable. It's a little uncomfortable, and it kind of hurts with these fucking headaches. But I either the pain of growth or the pain of staying the same, and I will always choose the pain of growth because literally what other option is there? So that's what I have for now, I think, and I think next episode, I'm gonna come with a plan. I might even write a script out. Holy shit, we'll see. And I might even have better lighting. Might have graphics soon. We'll see. But I love doing this, and it's really nice and helpful. And I hope that I'm funny and relatable and cool, and you find comfort in me and my absolute nonsensical babbling. But I think it's great. So yeah, that's it. I'll be editing this and uploading it soon. So thanks for hanging out. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Hope you had fun. And I will see you when I see you. I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. Don't you worry. Do you have anything else to add? And with that, good night.